afternoon, everybody. It is Saturday. David Paul here in the KHOU 11 Weather Center. It was about 36 hours ago that the Hurricane Center began to monitor a spot in the southern Gulf with a little more seriousness. Had a 20% chance on it 36 hours ago. That became a 30% chance for development yesterday afternoon. This morning they upped it to a 70% chance, and when that happened, they went ahead and launched this flight out of Biloxi. That's a hurricane hunter. We mapped these, and so it's been in there down here in the southern Gulf, flying around, seeing if something is developing down here. And indeed, it appears that something is. In fact, the flight crew has detected a small but organized circulation at the surface. So low pressure has formed here. It is now tropical depression number 2. We have TD number 2 now, the second of the Atlantic season here in 2025. So again, the flight leaving Biloxi a few hours ago, they've been down in this thing for more than an hour, and they have found a closed circulation. So now that automatically upgrades it to tropical depression status, as it has now a center of circulation. And we think this is going to end up becoming a tropical storm. Barry is the next name on the list. So there's the low, as the hurricane hunters have just reported back. This is as of 4 o'clock here, so just in the last moments or so. Winds sustained at 30. What there is that is moving west-northwest at 7, pressure 1,011 millibars. So moving west-northwest at 7, and that basic trajectory is expected to continue. So this is going to run out of water here pretty quickly. It's not going to have a lot of time to develop, but it may become a moderately powerful, moderately strength tropical storm before it makes landfall tomorrow. It looks like near Tampico, and this is the forecast track from the Hurricane Center just in on tropical depression number 2, which again is here right now. They expect it will become a tropical storm. Barry, as we head into Sunday, 40-mile-an-hour winds here by Sunday early afternoon. Sunday night and early Monday morning, they've got it going inland right over Tampico, Mexico. At that point, could be 40, 50, 60-mile-an-hour tropical storm. 74-mile-an-hour sustained winds would make it a Cat 1 hurricane. It's not forecast to do that, but strong tropical storm going into Tampico Sunday night, and then inland as we head into Monday morning and Monday afternoon. They've got it here getting into the mountains of central Mexico. These weak tropical systems notorious for being huge flash flooding threats, especially for the mountainous regions of Mexico here west of Tampico. So that is really going to be the biggest threat with TD number 2, then expected to become tropical storm Barry. So let's take a look at it here. Now, when I made this graphic a moment ago, it was still a tropical depression, or it has just become a tropical depression. It's very small. You see the brighter cloud tops here, especially the last few frames where it goes from red to white right there. That indicates a lot of vertical motion in the atmosphere. That means storms are building vertically, and you need that vertical motion, and you need these systems to become vertically stacked to get rotation going, become tropical depressions and tropical storms. And so that's what they are seeing of that right now. Sea surface temperatures, 85 degrees here in the southern Gulf, 86 up here near Houston, 87 over near Tampa. Sea surface temps are basically in the range where we can get tropical development. But it really has so much to do with the strength of the wave and this time of year, especially the upper level wind pattern. So it actually is the upper level wind pattern that is allowing this thing to develop into our second tropical depression and potentially tropical storm here over the next few hours. And that is because that's our tropical depression right there, the letter X. It's sitting right underneath this pattern in the upper level winds. That is a ridge of high pressure, and it's sitting right underneath the center of it. Now, if this were on the edge, this is where you have strong wind shear, especially look at all the wind lines here going through the Yucatan Channel into the Western Caribbean. If there was a system trying to develop here, it would be ripped apart by the shear, but because it's sitting right underneath in the calm quiet of the center of that ridge, it's actually in a spot where you've got some winds are able to exhale at the upper levels. You've got calm conditions in the upper levels right there. So it found a little sweet spot to develop in the southern Gulf, and that's why it's been upgraded to a depression and may become a tropical storm. Disturbance under a ridge, moderately favorable for development, and that's exactly what we are seeing here. So that's really the reason why it's able to get going here. We look at future track, we go into tomorrow. Here's what the models have on our depression, perhaps a tropical storm by this time, again on its way, the center of it, into Tampico, Mexico for Sunday night and Monday morning. That being said, look at all the rain chances we have up here across the entire Texas and Louisiana coast. So remember, what we've got here is a broad counterclockwise rotation, and that is going to sling moisture off the Gulf into the Texas coast. So tomorrow, not only are we going to up the rain chance, but this is going to be a tropical atmosphere on Sunday. We may have some heavy downpours here in Houston and across southeast Texas on Sunday. We'll take this map on into Monday. Whether this is now moving inland and weakening, we may still have some lingering tropical moisture on Monday, and so I've elevated the rain chance on Monday a little bit more as well. By Tuesday, this is weakening, but flash flooding a significant threat for interior Mexico as we head into Tuesday. And yes, that is a developing tropical storm or hurricane over on the Pacific side. Not something we need to be concerned about, but there it is. That will be their 5th named storm of the season, I think, already on the East Pac. So next name on the list is Barry. We had Andrea last week. Barry looks likely to occur as we head into the end of the weekend and the first part of next week. Now, again, the moisture from this is going to be slung up into the Texas-Louisiana coast, so that's why we get these enhanced rain chances here going into Sunday, even though the system itself is way down here hundreds of miles away from us. So these things have a broad range of impacts across the Gulf. So next 3 days, Sunday, 70% chance for rain and thunder showers. Monday, a 40% rain chance. So it's lower on Monday, but still a good chance for scattered thunder showers on Monday. We'll lower to a 30% chance as we head into Tuesday. All these days important because next week is the week of the 4th of July, which is on Friday. Now here's the thing, because we're going to be in this tropical atmosphere on Sunday, we've got that moisture coming in off the Gulf, we're going to have some heavier downpours. We had street flooding a couple of days earlier this week during the work week, and I think Sunday is a day where we're going to have the potential to have these incredibly high rainfall rate thunderstorms. They may last 45 minutes, that's it, come and go, but they could dump 2, 3, 4 inches of rain in 45 minutes to an hour and overwhelm the primary drainage. So street flooding will be a threat tomorrow, specifically between 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. So what we're going to do is put an hourly weather impact alert in place for Sunday, 11 a.m. all the way through 5 p.m. 60 to 70% chance for rain and thunderstorms. But if you get stuck under one of them sits on you for an hour, you could very easily see high water spots on the roadways. A couple of days ago, we had Westheimer here at Chimney Rock turned into Lake Westheimer for about an hour with one of those tropical downpours got on us, just snarled traffic, made a mess of things. That's the threat as we head into Sunday. Therefore, the weather impact alert will be for Sunday. Here are the specifics. Heavy downpours when Sunday between 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. Heavy rain threat with street flooding. So whatever your plans are on Sunday, they involve a good chance for rain. Download the app, turn on notifications. If you get a warning where you are, you will get the notification. And if we go live, you've got it right there with the live update right in your hand. That's where we stand now with TD number 2 about to become Tropical Storm Barry in the southern Gulf, with the impacts here simply being an increased chance for rain as we head into Sunday. Our next live broadcast is at 6 o'clock this evening on KHOU 11 News at 6, and that is also live on KHOU 11 Plus. Also on KHOU 11 Plus, that is a spot where we will be doing long-form updates on the tropics several times a day, so you can always go to KHOU 11 Plus, download it on your TV. You can go there anytime, and you will be able to watch a long-form, the latest update on all aspects on this tropical system that's developing and all the ones yet to come later this season. That's on KHOU 11 Plus, and we'll see you live on KHOU 11 News at 6 for our next live update.